Hi everyone, and welcome to our live presentation every day at 2 o'clock. Today, I do have a very interesting case for you. And everyone who could not attend at this time is going to get an email with the recordings, or you can rewatch everything on Facebook. So thank you everybody from who attended to Zoom. And today I do have a very, very interesting principle to share with you. And the idea is to have the Smilefy platform, not only as a planning app, not only as a smile design platform, but also as a consulting tool for the patient. That makes it so interesting because we can plan, we can do a consulting, we can design a smile. So for that reason, I'm going to show you like the complete workflow with a very, very interesting case. We're going to be super in time today, like switch watch. So we go and we start with a simple smile simulation. I showed often this case, but it's interesting to see the complete workflow and the complete idea of a design, but also a consulting tool. So we're going to create for our patient a simple smile simulation. As I mentioned before, smile simulation is a powerful tool, but using only the picture, smile simulation is a motivational tool. It has no clinical value whatsoever. That's why we first motivate the patient with 2D, and afterwards we are gonna add more data, and we're gonna create more clinical analysis to this case. So the patient comes, we can see it could be a gingivectomy case. So for that reason, we're gonna create a smile simulation. We're gonna generate some different shapes, different smiles, and I'm gonna correct here the lip. You see the AI module already set the points pretty accurate. Now it's good enough. I'm gonna adjust a little bit the colors, and here we go. We show the patient the aesthetic treatment, or how the aesthetic treatment could look like. It has to be 1 minute, no details, just motivational, just a picture showing the improvement regarding an aesthetic treatment. The patient wants to know more, and we move now from the motivational design to a clinical and consulting tool, to a clinical and consulting smile design. For that reason, we're going to add to our documentation, we're going to add the intraoral scan. And we're going to add also the CBCT. Let's add both. And we're going to also add the lower scan. Now, we calibrate the files, and we create this project that we call the digital patient. The digital patient is important because we have everything calibrated, and we don't need to calibrate the files for our projects. The files are already calibrated in our digital patient. 3 points on the picture, 3 points on the intraoral scan. I was not precise enough with my points, so now I need to do some manual adjustments. Okay, I want to show you a lot of things and a lot more. That's why I'm a little bit, I'm rushing a little bit with my points, but then at the end of the day, we're gonna spend more time with readjustments. Nevertheless, the STL, the intraoral scan is pretty accurate. Canine to canine looks good. And I think we are gonna bring that just a little bit more down like this. And we have now the first premolar also pretty accurate in the calibration. Let's calibrate the CBCT file, which was exported as a 3D object. Of course, if you spend a little bit more time with the calibration, then you can get a very, very accurate calibration. Let me set 3 points on the CBCT, and hopefully the points are going to be set accurate enough so that we have little adjustments. Okay, doesn't, yeah, it's not bad. Maybe a little bit like this. Okay, I think for our purposes right now, it's precise enough. Of course, you can go and you can adjust everything very, very precisely, step by step. But I think for our purposes right now, it's good enough. So I saved the case, and I do have now a digital patient created with all the files calibrated. And I'm going to reopen my smile simulation project, which was motivational, which didn't have any clinical details. And I'm going to adjust now my design and everything what I did based on the new data that I have, right? So I can adjust now the outlines for the centrals I see. And also I can explain to the patient that we can, with the gingivectomy, we can redefine actually the way the laterals are shown in the design, in the smile, right? But of course, with also a correction of the incisal edges, we could create a completely different smile. So now you have really a very, very interesting consulting tool to design in real time and to talk to the patient about the possibilities, about the issues, about what can be done, why, and so on. So let me adjust now the posteriors. We're not going to change anything at the posteriors here. We have now much, much more better details based on the visual data, based on the visual analysis that we can have on the CBCT. Okay, it looks good. We remember that 2D smile design is powerful, but also has limitations, right? And we have to know how to use this workflow and how to make sure that what we do is accurate enough and can be used clinical. So I think I'm happy. We see the bone margins. We redefined now the position of our shapes, and that's powerful because if I go now and I show my patient the design, the adjusted design, that's actually what is possible. Having only the intraoral scan, I cannot define properly where is the canine and where is the bone margin of the centrals. Everything is covered, and I don't have any data to decide to make a decision. I have the CBCT. It's a complete different visualization of what can be done. So we can use the tool in a clinical and more as a consulting tool to show the patient what is the issue, what can be done, and how. We can add some measurements, also super interesting and super important, so that we have some details here about what needs to be done. So we measure a gingivectomy of 4 millimeters here, or like this. Let's set another measurement, and we go and define here on the lateral. So you can add as many measurements you want, and you have a first idea, a first pre-planning of your treatment, plus the visual consultation tool that you can use in front of your patient and explain the procedure. So the patient understands much, much better having all this visual data here in this very simple to use way, right? So it took me 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes, because we started at 2 o'clock, right? So it took me 2 minutes and I have a pretty accurate consulting tool and pretty accurate plan what I can present to my patient. I'm gonna save the case. And now the patient is interested and wants to know more. So based on our principles, where is my presentation? So based on our principles, the smile simulation is powerful but superficial. It has no clinical value and it has only one purpose: to motivate the patient and to open the discussion for an aesthetic treatment. We did it super quick. We did a design. The patient wants to know more. Now we bring more files, CBCTs, intraoral scan, and design accordingly to the new data available. The design is more clinical, more precise, and it opens a new way to explain and visualize the treatment. So that's something that changes a little bit the mindset using the platform, motivational, clinical as a consulting tool, right? Now the patient is interested and the patient needs to or wants to know more. The best feel and look and feel of course of the new smile would be a beautiful mock-up. So for that reason, let's create now the beautiful mock-up for our patients. And I got this, nope. So let me select here. Okay. Okay, I need to restart the app. That's something very, very new, and I think that's very powerful, to be able to use the app in the very simple way we use the app right now, and to use the app for this very, very special visual communication with the patient as a consulting tool, showing all the details that we need to for the explanation of the idea of the treatment. So what we do here in this screen, we calibrate the frontal position. Okay, a little bit more. So we calibrate the frontal position, profile position, and occlusal view perfectly. So it's very important to set also the occlusal curve. And we are gonna define the occlusal curve, because based on the occlusal curve, we're gonna create our new 3D smile frame and profile. I think it's good. I'm happy. And now we create a 3D smile frame. The 3D smile frame, which will calculate our smile, the position of the teeth, the dimension of the teeth, and which helps us visualize a 3D smile design in a very, very simple and quick workflow. So first, I'm gonna adjust the occlusal angulation. Okay, a little bit more. We know that we don't have any changes in the occlusal, in the incisal edge, so we're gonna keep exactly the same length for our templates. The occlusal curve, I think I'm happy with the occlusal curve. The 3D smile design, the 3D smile frame is also fine, but I think I'm gonna change the ratio. Yes, like this. Okay, and I'm gonna adjust now in the occlusal view Okay, I adjust now in the occlusal view the size, the width of the centrals. I'm gonna keep the width of the centrals. I'm gonna keep the width of the laterals, of course, and the canine. That's fine. And let's generate the 3D smile. Now we calculate based on the 3D smile frame the size, position, rotation of the 3D smile. The 3D smile is ideal. So it is based on the occlusal curve, but is ideal. I think it's okay. It's not very precise. I should have taken more time with the 3D smile frame and set everything a little bit more precise. But nevertheless, we have, I think, a good starting point to create our mockup. I go to the next screen where we have the 3D smile frame. Now we load all our templates, and now we do have this beautiful visualization of what we need to do. So first of all, I'm gonna reduce the opacity for the lower jaw. Then I'm gonna reduce the opacity of my STL. And then I'm gonna make sure that my centrals, let me also hide the smile frame. So I'm gonna make sure that the centrals have exactly the same size as I need them for the gingivectomy, right? So that the bone margins just match with my design, with the height of my centrals. Okay, I think that's not bad. Let me bring them closer. Okay, it's gonna be, now I need to check, of course, with the intraoral scan, because if I create the mockup and I want to visualize the size of the centrals, right, then the mockup is gonna go over the gums. So for that, I need to bring the centrals more vestibular, so that really they are gonna be over the gums. They're gonna be super additive, but I'm gonna visualize the size of the centrals in a very, very cool way. So we'll move a little bit more distal, a little more mesial, back like this. Up. I like the gingival margins, round and beautiful. And then I adjust the canines, also by hiding the intraoral scan, so that I make sure that I go and resize as accurate as possible the dimension of the canine. So here we go. Mesial, and then I need to check if the canine is visible. It is. So we need this special mockup to be as additive as possible, like this. And let's or with the lateral also. Okay, more distal, more vestibular, more apical. And correct rotation in the 12 o'clock view up there. And let's see, some more additive, so that we get the full size of the lateral. So as you can see, we have now 20 minutes. I reflect now the design from one side on the other, right? And here we go. We created a mock-up, a smile design, a smile simulation, a more clinical smile design using the intraoral scan, and the CBCT bone in just 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, I have a pretty complex smile simulation, more clinical analysis, a smile design, a mock-up based on the sizes of with the bone margins and everything what I want to show my patient. I have it also in the face so that we see the size of the centrals and the canines and everything. And that's pretty it. That's what I wanted to show you today. It's quick. It can be used motivational. It can be used clinical. It can be used to print a mock-up. And of course, these 20 minutes, I think you have created so much valuable information for the idea of a treatment planning, which you can now just share with your team members, with your lab, with everybody involved, with your surgeon, everybody involved in this case. So that's the case for today. I hope you had a lot of fun and you got new information how the SmileFi platform can be used, motivational and more clinical and as a consulting tool. Carmina, hi.
Hi, Ralph. Thank you,
So
everyone.
Carmina is gonna inform you about the system, about the plans, about education, and everything you need to know to get started with our platform, SmileFi. Thank you, guys, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Ralph. All right, I'm going to share my screen now so you can see. So for those of you who wants to join SmileFi, we have a 14 days free trial that basically you can download the app and you can try it for yourself. And then for those of you that would like to learn more about the 3D design, we have a special offer that I would like to present to you. It's going to be on June 12th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's a 3 hours intensive hands-on workshop, and it's going to give you basically all the information that you need to design from start to finish. Basically what Ralph did today. And so you're going to start with the smile simulation, simple smile simulation using the frontal facial smile, and then you're going to build up if you have more files like the CBCT, STL files, and from there you're going to create a 3D design. Now, in this special offer, we also included a gold membership, which is included in the gold membership. I can go back right here. You have the 2D and 3D smile simulation, unlimited 2D and 3D design. You also have, so it's a gold yearly membership. It's for the entire year, and you have access to our SmileFi simulation, all the 3 platforms, which is basically the iPhone, iPad, and Mac version. We have the personal also onboarding training sessions for you and your team to get you started. You have access to our exclusive live webinars, case reports, and the best practices, and of course the premium support. So going back to the offer, this offer includes the workshop, okay? which is a bonus, basically the 3D Live workshop, and the gold membership for $12.99. So you're going to save $300 to $99. And this offer is valid for this week only. So if you want to join us to learn more about the 3D design, just so you know, we have this online training available for you. Okay, so if you only want, let's say, the ticket and you're doing a free trial at the moment, you can also purchase only the 3D workshop. Okay, so you can start with, it's right here in Office Digital WhatsApp workshop. So you can do one of the two. So you can join. Of course, you're going to have a discounted price if you join, if you take the gold membership with the digital WhatsApp workshop. If not, you can also have you also have the option to get the ticket. Okay, so thank you so much for joining today, for staying with us. If you have any questions, just let us know. We also have if you need when it comes to more information, our email and phone number is right here on our website, smilefy.com, if you need more information. Okay. All right. Thank you and have a lovely afternoon.